Mitch Wishnowsky is in the COVID protocol. They don't know if he'll be cleared by the game time, but it's possible he won't. Let's assume he doesn't play. This, to me, is a bigger loss than Azeez Al-Shaair, and not because he's better. I mean, obviously, Azeez Al-Shaair is really good, and I don't think much of Mitch Wishnowsky, but he's not just the punter on this team. He's also the long snapper and excuse me. Let me try that again. He's not just the punter on this team. He's the kickoff specialist and the holder. Misspoke. Kickoff specialist, holder, punter, 3 jobs. You're not going to find one guy to replace all 3. So now you have 3 jobs you got to replace on a special teams that's already awful. Who's the holder?
Well, there's a couple ways you can do this. The first is you can decide to go for 2 on everything. That'll minimize it. Like, you still might be in a position where you might need to kick a field goal, and you'll need a holder. So you do have to find a holder at some point. That's the first one. Mitch Wishnowsky, I think he started out having a good season as far as punting the ball, but after that it's kind of like eh. So
I think replacing him as a punter will be the easiest part. I mean,
right,
a lot of guys can punt the ball 39 yards.
Yeah, it could end up being a positive where they pick up a guy off the street and this guy is all of a sudden a great punter.
That could happen. What I think is a bigger deal is the other 2 things.
It's the holder.
This is going to affect Robbie Gould in 2 ways. One, now you got to kick kickoffs, and that's going to tire you. They already said they didn't want him kicking kickoffs because he's got a fatigue issue. He's old. If he can't get it in the end zone consistently, which Wishnowsky couldn't, then now that's more pressure on your coverage units.
Or if they go the route of using 2 or filling a roster spot with another kicker because you don't want him to, because you could pull. There are some kickers that'll hold, and like I said, Wishnowsky is a punter that holds. I mean, you could find a punter that does kickoffs that will also hold, but I don't know. You want to use an extra roster spot for that.
So who's the holder? I would think it's Nate Sudfeld. How good is he? And how will that affect Robbie Gould's extra points, field goals? I mean, is he going to miss a field goal in this game that he otherwise wouldn't have had Wishnowsky been the holder?
It could definitely, but Grant, I would also say if he did have his holder, he might have missed a field goal as well.
No, but so all I want to say is, like, we're all looking at Kyle this week. Like, man, you got to get Trey Lance up to speed in the next 7 days. Like, this whole season depends on your ability to get Trey Lance ready to play this game. Yeah, but it also depends on Richard Hightower's ability to get like a trio of people ready to replace Mitch. It's as important. So, Kyle, we're looking at you. Richard, we're looking at you too, man. The whole season depends on you, and it's unfortunate. I mean, you can't really prepare for this, but it's a weird year, and the Niners have been fortunate with this COVID stuff.
What I would say, if I'm Kyle, right, would say is, like, try to prepare for this as best, but you have to put your team in a situation where it doesn't come down to your special teams. Like, you have to score points on offense and defense. Don't, like, put yourself in a position where if your special teams misses extra points, it doesn't cost you the game. Like, that's what you need to do. Because chances are they probably will bungle some stuff. Like, they probably would have done it anyways, whether Mitch Wishnowsky was the holder or not. So you got to minimize their impact. And how do you do it? Well, you have to take on more responsibility on your offense, on your defense, and, like, listen, you want to miss extra points, Hightower, miss extra points, but just don't fumble the football on kickoffs and punt returns. Don't get blocked. Don't get punts blocked.
Let Debo return the kicks. Must win game, baby.
Literally anybody on the roster. Like if you put Trent Williams back there and he shows you can return, they should put Trent Williams back there. Let return kicks. Like, anybody that can do it.
Debo should touch the ball 25 times in this game. I still remember there was a game where Terrell Owens caught 20 passes. What is it? The Niners have decided that Debo can't touch the ball more than 10 times a game. What is that? This is it. Season on the line. 20 targets. 20 targets. I want 20. I'm going to keep cracking my voice till I get it.
Or 20 touches. 20 touches of the Debo Samuel.
Why not? I mean, why would you cap it with the season? You want to, like, pace him, but it's almost 2022. I think now would be a good time to every punt, every kickoff, every play. He should get 70 touch. Okay, I'm just kidding.